Welcome back to Exposed. We're going to continue our discussion on work. Anyways, so you guys got anything else to say about working and moving out? How those go hand in hand?
Well, I think you can't just depend on, like, if you go to university or stage up and you get those school checks from the ed center. I don't think you can move out and solely depend on those checks or like on family to pay for all your bills. I think you have to work.
Well, I tried at first when I moved out, just like living off of the school checks, because I'd finally freed myself of working at Chili Willy's for a while, and I was like, yeah, I have money coming in every month, and like the bills start to add up, and all of a sudden I have $50 for the rest of the month to do whatever I want, and so I was like, okay, I need to go back to work.
Yeah, it's nice that the ed center does give you like an extra $100 if you do have to pay rent.
Yeah, they call it like a shelter fee or something like that.
Yeah, so that it does help, but it's just still not enough, and
Ain't it like more than $100 just to rent out a place?
It depends where you live.
Yeah,
it really depends.
In town, especially if where you live has like connections to family, like it can be pretty cheap to live in town, but when you go in the city to like more popular areas or
like where I was living
downtown.
No, I lived in the Plateau, which is like a little bit north of downtown, and it's really expensive. Trendy. But then like there's some areas too. Like I had a 4.5, right? So we were paying a lot for a 4.5. But if you went down into like St. Henry or like Point St. Charles, it was like half the price for a 4.5.
Well,
but those areas start
areas
start to get really scary.
I love St. Henry. What's wrong with St. Henry?
Well, I wanted to move
it's my
there.
Old kicking ground.
But we found it depends what you can find in the city. It really
I know
depends.
There's a couple of girls in my program that they rent a loft in the Plateau area. And there's like 8 of them sharing like a place because it's like $2,000 rent.
You get creative when it comes to people you live with.
It's like a reality show.
8 girls in one loft.
One loft.
Yeah.
It's a good reality show.
But I mean, like I pay around $500 rent, and that's split between 2 of us, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, I was paying like $500 on my own. Like we were each paying about $500.
Ooh.
It can get pretty expensive.
Ouch. That's like a lot of ouch.
Yeah.
I don't really think I would ever pay $500.
But that's but it was the location, and it was it's one of the cons that you learn.
Almost.
Yeah. No, it was like a 15-minute metro ride. And you learn that though. You learn about what areas to live in the city and how much is a good price for what you're getting. Like you learn these things, and I didn't know anything.
And also it may be cheap, but you may realize that, oh my god, the heating sucks.
Well, yeah. You learn those things. You get to if you have a landlord, you're calling them a lot, because your heating's not working, or all of a sudden a floorboard is flipping up, and you're like, oh my god.
But that's why they have those portable heaters. They really work.
Yeah, but that still drives the hydro up.
It's true.
Your hydro bill starts getting higher.
They shut your heater off.
Blankets. What's wrong with blankets?
And moccasins that keep you warm.
Long johns. Those are still in.
The heating's really bad in where I live, and our hydro goes up to it goes up pretty far in the winter months, and it's still freezing in the house. And we have 5 blankets, and I'm wearing a robe every time I'm in there.
I'm wearing all of your clothes at once.
I don't go upstairs unless I'm hungry and want some food. I don't just sit up there for any reason. I'm always in the basement because it's warmer.
But
what you need from work, right?
It's true.
Well, no, she was, Jessica was saying earlier, one of the ways that you can get houses or housing in town or apartments and stuff is through people you know. And it's the same thing with work, because I tried to apply for jobs outside of town, and it's really difficult. And, I have family that owns Chili Willy's, so, that's how I got into work there.
Yeah, that's why I'm having such trouble finding a new job, because I don't know that many people. I know people, but I don't know people that own stuff.
I think family and the connections that you have are really important in Ganawage.
Definitely. Because I've worked for my uncle, my aunt, and my cousin. I still work for my cousin right now, and that's all family that they all been lucky enough to give me.
And that's it though, and
Work.
they'll tell one person, be like, oh well, they worked really well for me, so then they'll like refer you to someone else, and it's your connections that you make while you're working there. You know?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
like, what kind of jobs, like, do you work at? Like, what kind of jobs are, in general, do, like, people our age do?
Shops.
Mostly like
Like, a lot of, like,
you got cigarette
stores,
shop,
yeah.
you got like
Convenience stores.
convenience stores, yeah,
Or both. That's where I was. Cigarette
Yeah.
store and convenience.
I
And
think-
gas station.
gas station.
Yeah.
I think those are, like,
They're just
good
filler
jobs.
jobs.
Like, I think they're really good jobs for people our age, especially when you're, like, in university or Stasia. Because it's, like,
They're
it's not...
they're filler jobs that you get by with them until you finish your school.
Yeah, like, they don't add, like, added stress to, like, school.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that
know.
depends though. I think
Well,
where you're
depends
working.
on
Yeah,
job.
yeah, exactly. It depends on where you work.
Because I worked at the Bayview when it used to be open, like in the restaurant bussing tables, and it's stressful. Especially a breakfast rush. That was stressful and a half.
Yeah, you get rushes that are really stressful, but like, other than that, it's not. They're really like I said, they're fillers.
Yeah.
You get by on them. You get to still have your whatever social life you have left from school and work, and you still get your bills paid. You get a decent wage. Plus, you get your school checks, so everything helps. They all help out.
Yeah. Even though, like personally, like, I work 2 jobs, get the school checks, and still, like, I'm like too cheap to go to movies. Like, should it, like, do you think it's important for people our age to start saving money? I mean, like,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Definitely.
And
specifically
don't spend it all on a car.
a
Yeah,
car or, like,
don't do that.
alcohol.
Insurance.
Surprisingly, alcohol, well, not surprisingly, but alcohol, I find, it really adds up. Like, it's
It does.
expensive.
Mhm.
It does. You know what? Smartest thing to do is just go buy like a case at like Super C where it's only $20 and just save it. Just save it. Don't go crazy and drink it all in one night.
But I mean, like, in Ganawake, you know, the way it is with housing, like, we have to have enough money, like, take out a loan to build a house.
Mhm.
Or otherwise, we're renting forever. And there's not that many places to rent, as we already, you know, talked about before. And
Yeah, it's been discussed. There's not a lot of places.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's really important for youth not to forget about investing or, like, saving your money and
Or even just like looking into like your future, like saving in general has like, you know, it has the intentions of looking into the future because you're saving money, but at the same time you know, you should also look into like schooling and stuff like that or different things you can do. And like, you know, I was just looking at the DEWA site today. They have a lot of like programs and stuff like that.
yeah, that's actually how I'm employed at Mohawk TV is through their post-secondary part-time employment program. I think it's a great program, and more youth should be trying to take advantage of it if they can.
Do you have to be in school for that?
Yeah,
But they have like
They have
vocational
other
programs.
they have other ones like
Yeah.
work stages and stuff like that. Like, I think the easiest thing is, if you're curious, is to call them up and ask them, and if they can help you with working or.
Yeah, they just had that career development. What was that thing called?
The
Career
building.
Career building.
Something.
Yeah, it's because I was.
CBS.
Yeah, one of my friends just joined there.
I got a couple friends going to that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Should be fun.
We all
Should
have
be
friends.
But yeah, I think those are great programs to, like, to help you build those connections and taking advantage of, you know, like, the summer jobs and stuff like that.
Oh.
And so I guess that's all the time we have for this
I
week's
think
show.
that's it.
If you have any feedback, you can contact us at 450-632-6397 or email us at mohawktv@hotmail.com. You can also check out our Facebook group. And we are looking for a new panelist to join the show. Unfortunately, this is Peter's last show. And so if anyone's interested, please contact us as soon as possible. See you again in 2 weeks' time. Anna.
Anna.
I don't know.
Anna.